Welcome to the Poochie Baby Podcast. This is Michelle, your host, and I am the owner and operator of PoochieBaby.com. In today's episode, I would like to talk to you guys about how I print out my photos at home directly from my phone or my smartphone, and I use a Samsung Note 7. I have the newest version, but this works for any smartphone. iPhone, it doesn't matter. There's apps for all the different platforms, and you can do this too. Now, this does require that you purchase the photo printers. I currently have two. There are more than two options available, but the two that I have are first the LG Popo printer, and I also have a Canon Selfie 1200, and I have them at home. The Canon Selfie has to be plugged in, and the LG Popo does not need to be plugged in. So I'm going to start with the LG Popo printer. I have had this little printer for about 3 years now, and it is probably one of the best purchases I have ever made as far as for all of my scrapbooking supplies. I use it for my planner. I use it for pretty much everything. It's great even to have the option to print out little photos to give to the kids. Maybe they want to give their friends a picture, and I absolutely love this little printer. I buy my photo paper in bulk, either on Amazon or on eBay, and I will put links to that below in the show notes, so you can check out the blog post for that. But this LG Popo printer is totally portable. It is about the size of a smartphone. It's a little bit thicker, of course. You have to load in the photo paper, but you plug it in to charge it just like you would a cell phone. And then you unplug it, which makes it you can throw it in your purse, your bag, and carry it around with you. You don't have to worry about having a power source because it holds its charge just like a phone or other electronic equipment does. So it is great for that. Now, you can download the software onto your phone or your tablet. It comes for either version, phone, tablet. And it's kind of an all-inclusive software. You need that in order for it to link up to the printer. And you can do all types of photo editing directly from that software. You can make collages, you can put frames on there, you can write on the pictures, you can do all this great stuff. And then it sends the signal to the printer to print it out on 2x3 sheets of photo paper. Now, I personally purchased the paper that goes with the Polaroid version of this little printer. And that's called a Pogo. So I buy that paper because it has a sticky back on there. I can just peel the back off and stick it into my planner or my scrapbook or wherever I want to put it. That is usually how I use it. If you don't care about sticking it onto a piece of paper or some other, whatever you may be working on at the time, then buy the regular LG paper. But the Pogo paper seems to be a little bit more affordable also. And I will have the links in the show notes so that you can see that paper. I generally buy about 80 to 90 sheets at a time, and they come in packages of 10, so I do buy them in bulk. The only real drawback of this little printer is that the photo paper is a 2x3 sheet, which makes some smaller pictures. If you use the entire sheet for one photo, that's okay because you have a 2x3 printout. But I like to at least put 4 pictures on one. And in some ways that's good, in some ways it's bad. I do like to have smaller pictures, especially in my planner, which is okay for me. And so, but the most that I can put on there is 4 pictures. So that is kind of a limiting option for this little printer. But I don't know anyone who has purchased one of these and has ever regretted it because it is so portable and convenient, and it makes it just so easy. You don't have to worry about going and having your photos printed out at Walmart or Walgreens or whatever service that you use to print out your pictures. You have them right there with you. You can do them right at the time. Now, the LG Popo, it links to your phone either through Bluetooth or through the NFC. So if you have, I know the Samsung devices all have NFC, which is the signal that comes out through the back of the phone, and you can just set the phone on top of the printer and it'll send the signal to the printer to print it out. Or link it up through Bluetooth and you're good to go. Now on to the Canon Selfie 1200. That is the newest version as of today's date of the Canon Selfie. It is a bigger machine, so it's not as portable. When you lay it out, it does take up a lot more room because it has a paper tray that has to snap into the printer. But this one hooks up to your phone through the Wi-Fi in your home or your office or wherever you may be using it. So you set up that connection. You have to download the Canon Selfie software onto your phone, and it will hook it up for you so that you have that connection going to the printer. If you're very stationary and you have a place to put it, it's a good printer to have. I use it for different reasons. You can print out on 4x6 sheets of paper, and you can get kits with 102 sheets of photo paper. And that's quite a lot of pictures. I mean, you're going to pay less if you actually have your photos printed out at Walmart or somewhere. But for the convenience that you're getting of printing them at home, it is very worth it. Plus, I hardly ever use one sheet of paper for one photo. I love to make collages. And with a Canon Selfie, I can get so many pictures onto one sheet of 4x6 paper. You have to use some type of editing software. I personally use PixArt and PixStitch to make collages, and I put my photos together using that app, and then I send it to the Canon Selfie to print out. There's a different software for, I think PixArt is on Android and on the iOS system. You can get it in the App Store. So pretty much the apps are the same. It's the same concept. Put together a collage, send it to the Canon Selfie to print out. One thing I will say about the Selfie is the color quality of the photos is better than the LG Popo. So I use them for different reasons. The Popo printer, the little one, is much more convenient just to be able to print and stick it in. Now, the Canon Selfie, I can get a lot more pictures, better quality pictures. I do either have to tape them or glue them into whatever I'm working on, which is not really a big deal. The pictures are bulkier because the 2x3 sheets of paper in the LG Popo end up being pretty thin after you peel off the back. So that's one good thing about that. Now, I have found myself using the Canon Selfie quite a bit, even to print out pictures to give away to family members, because I have access to that right away. If I take a great picture of my mom with all the grandkids, the great-grandkids, I can just print that out and give it to her the next time I see her. No big deal. So it has worked out really well for that. So I like both of them equally well for different reasons. These are not the only two portable printers that are available where you can print directly from your smartphone. So I know that there is an Instax camera, there is the Polaroid version of this camera, and there's some new ones coming out. I think I even saw a little HP photo printer that is brand new coming out on the market. So I think they see this as a need, and there may be more available in the future, so check them out. These are just the two that I used. I researched extensively to try to figure out which ones I wanted to buy, and these are the two that I came up with. You can also check out all the YouTube videos because there are a lot of videos showing how they are displayed. I even have one or two videos showing at least my LG Popo and how I use that and demonstrate exactly how to go through the process to print out the pictures. Please check out the show notes to see other printers that are available and links I have to my videos and other resources on these printers. I hope that you give one of these printers a try. I don't think that you will regret it. I know that I have not regretted it. Like I said before, these are the best purchases I have ever made. They have made things so much simpler for me to do my scrapbooking and my journaling and planning. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comments below the show notes on the blog. You can find me online at poochie-baby.com. All of my information is there. Please sign up for the newsletter so you will be sure to get notified on any new blog post, any new videos, anything that I have coming out over there for Poochie Baby. You can also find me on Instagram, and my handle there is Michelle Gaylor, all one word. You can find me on Twitter, and over there I am Michelle_Gaylor. You can also find me on Facebook, like the page over there, and just search for @myPoochieBaby. And you can find my YouTube channel, which is Michelle Gaylor's Poochie Baby, and find some demos over there. This concludes the podcast for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day, and I will talk to you next time.